Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Since Transmog is coming out in a few days, I wanted to make a quick video on a few of the Warlock sets I have that I'll be using, and I'll be showing the armor pieces and shaders that I use for them. The first one we have here is a Siva inspired set that I think is my personal favorite. So let's just jump into it right away, starting with the helmet, which is going to be the Phenotype Plasticity helmet with the Carbon Blood shader. And if you don't have this shader, it came from Season of the Hunt. I'm sure some other of the red shaders would work, and even if you don't have the Phenotype Plasticity helmet, I'm sure others could work decently well. I've just found this one's the best for my personal tastes. For the gloves, we're going to be doing, again, the Phenotype Plasticity gauntlets with New Age Black Armory. You could also do the Siegebreaker gloves, which I really like personally too, especially with that little screen you have there, and you're able to see that in first person too, sometimes when you reload or when you use a bow. The only bad thing with this set is this white strip on the right glove, and that doesn't change with any shader, so I prefer just to use Phenotype Plasticity just so it's a more uniform look. Most important piece of this set is the Legacy's Oath robes from the Deepstone Crypt, and we're going to be using Crucible Red Jack, which is a shader from Season of Opulence. It's the only one I've really found that adds the effect I want on that cloth piece, which makes it look like strands of Siva. And we're going to be using Crucible Caramine on the pants. And I'm sure you could do it. You don't need the Deepstone Crypt pants or the shader really. I found that's the best combo for me, and the fact that they're both from the same set makes them fit really well together. For the bond, we're going to be doing New Age Black Armory again, and then you really just need any bond that glows. So I'm doing the Black Armory one here, but any bond that glows red works well here. I'm using Outbreak here just so I have a really uniform look with my guns. Patient Zero works well too, but I think just the default Outbreak looks the best for this. The set is also going to be cheap on Synthweave because the only really required piece is the chest piece from Deepstone, and all the other things you could really just do with universal ornaments. This next one's going to be more of just a highlight of a shader, Testudo, and I'm going to be showing some variations on some armor schemes you could be doing, because it's a very versatile shader. So for this set I'm going for like an old knight look, like a royal guard or something. I'm using the Empyrean Cartographer hood, but other things that work well just with the shader are the Phenotype Plasticity helmet, Hood of Optimancy, Omega Mechanos, Wrath Trail, Northlight. Every helmet basically works really well. One of the things to note is the glows on armor will be turned off with this shader. So for the Celestial cover, you'll see that front panel there is just a matte, like white, almost like a burnished white. So if you want armor to not glow, this is a good shader to use. For the gauntlets, I'm using the Dragonfly Regalia, and I've never really gotten much of a use out of that set, so it's nice to be able to put it to use finally. For the chest, which is the thing I got the idea for this set, is the Northlight robes, because it adds that nice ribbed look to it, that lining and the ribbing, so I decided to go for sets that would look like that, kind of like the Dracula armor from the classic Dracula movie. It has that like red ribbed appearance. For pants, Vernal Growth looks okay, but it's that greenish yellow instead of the orange, which I wanted to bring down from like the belly there. So the ones I found were the best for that was the Virtuous boots here. And again, you can see that like knee pad glow is turned off. And then for the bond, you don't even need to use Testudo, but it's going to be the Legatus bond, and then you can just do the default shader for that because the armor ornaments for this season, the base coat for those is with Testudo. For my gun, I'm just using Extraordinary Rendition without any shaders. And then for my ghost, I'm doing the Challenger shell, again with no shaders. And then for my sparrow, I'm using the FIRECREST with testudo. And that just meshes really well. And then here's just another look you could do. You can do a more like Vexy, modern, futuristic look. So that you just do the phenotype plasticity helmet. For the gauntlets, I went with those hunt gauntlets from last season with the hive jaws there. Chest piece is the Season of Dawn one. And then pants are transversive steps with the ornament for those. And that's just the base shader for that. And just one more variation on this color scheme would just be almost a full Wild Hunt look. Because I really like the red on the helmet with the testudo shader. Looks like a deep red, like a deep cherry, almost like wine. Because most of the other helmets can look a little bit weird with that deep glow in the center. But I think this shader pulls it off really well. For this set, I wanted to go with a decorated senior general look, and I thought it'd be interesting to do that with a Europa style. So lots of whites and golds, just for like a winter aesthetic. For the helmet, I'm doing the Lux helmet, and the main shaders for this are going to be Gift of the Nine, Monochromatic, and then Vex Precursor Chrome. So I have Vex Precursor Chrome on the helmet. I'm doing the Blood Lineage gloves with Gift of the Nine. It's just the one I found has the most like white. I'm using those gloves just because of the nails I really like, but others could work too. I'm using the Valkyrian robes with Vex Precursor Chrome because out of these three, it adds the deepest like dark colors on the shoulders and the like adornments on the chest. For pants, you have a lot of options. I just went for the Lux boots with Precursor Chrome just because I wanted a little bit of style there. But you can barely see the boots here, so it doesn't matter too much. And then I'm doing the Valkyrian Bond with Monochromatic. A lot of bonds work. The Contender Bond looks really cool. Maybe just a tad too bright though. And then I'm just using a Lonesome sidearm without the ornament. Alright, that's going to be it for today. I'm sure I'll make more of these in the future. I really enjoy making these fashion sets, and with Transmog coming out, it'll be a lot easier to do that. Hope you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching.